I know that there is nothing stopping me. No physical presence that I can't see. Oh, there's nothing in my way.
Good morning from Italy. We arrived yesterday into a biblical rainstorm. It's been raining a lot over the last few days and there's bad flooding, particularly up in Tuscany. But this morning we've woken up to a beautiful sunny day and we're ready to get cracking. Last time we left you, it was just before Christmas, and you'll have watched that probably in January. It's now spring. Everything is just preparing to burst into life. And so we've got to get cracking, particularly on the land. Update on the planning for the house at the moment. We're still working on the plans. We've got a meeting with the architect tomorrow, the geometer, sorry. And we will see what comes of that. But for now, we've just got plenty to do on the land. I want to show you something first, which is, we didn't show you that we chopped down a tree. It's never nice to chop down trees, but if you follow us on Instagram, you'll have seen that we had to remove a big pine tree. And it makes a huge difference to the olive terraces. They're going to get much more light. So we've got some new tools since we last saw you. We've got a strimmer.
Thank you to Paul's nan and granddad and his mum for the lovely Christmas present of a strimmer, which is coming really handy.
We went for a battery powered one. We're trying to get the same tools so that we can just keep reusing batteries, which I think is probably a good idea. Right, I think it's time for me to tackle. I'm going to leave the olive tree pruning, I think, because we've got some black clouds on the horizon and it's not a good idea to do it when it's raining. It's definitely not going to rain for the next few days, so I'll do it then. I think I'm going to start tackling this undergrowth again. I know it gets a bit repetitive on the videos, but we've just got to keep going at it. So many people suggested getting goats, and that is a brilliant idea and I'd love to, but because at the moment we're still struggling with how long we can be here, because of visas and because of family and things, we just can't do it, so we have to do it the old-fashioned way. So I'm going to try and replace the pull cord from the broken strimmer, the broken brush cutter. I have a replacement spark plug, which apparently was the problem why it wouldn't start, because I had too much oil in the petrol or gas, and that led to me trying to start it too many times and the cord broke. So I've got a new cord, new spark plugs. Let's see if I can fix it to clear some of the brambles. I don't know how many vlogs you watch. We love renovation vlogs. And you get the people that seem to just know how to do everything and the people just who are kind of making it up as they go along. We love watching Nicky Positano, and Carlo just can do anything. If you know who I'm talking about, you'll know immediately. He would have this fixed in 5 minutes. This is probably going to take me an hour, 2 hours, and even then it might not work, but let's give it a go. And Carlo, if you're watching, you're about 2 hours away. in the time you could get here, I probably will still be struggling. Well, I've got everything, but it's just getting to the bit that you need to replace. I can't work out. Got this off. I'm assuming I just take this off somehow. The string is underneath. Rethread it. Sounds simple. The one good thing about this brush cutter is it came with a little bag of tools. I bet you've missed that church bell. That's annoying. So what I was struggling with is unscrewing this central pin, but that had a screwdriver end. That has loosened it. So I can see where the string goes into there, and it's basically just a knot. So just, but how do I get to it? Because I've got these two really tightly coiled springs, which I don't want to upset. I got the new thread in, but the worst thing happened. The spring that was in here just bounced out, and there it is. So I've got to try and get that back in, and I have no idea. At least I've got the video so I can go back and have a look at how it went back in. Right, just took two of us, but we've got it back in. Took about half an hour. So now I've got to remember how to put it back together. Okay, and then we have it. The string seems to be recoiling. I've put that back on. So, I need to put a spark plug in. Put some fuel in, put the thing back together. Let's see if it works. I don't think this is very promising. Working. Okay, it's working, but this isn't spinning. Why? Works. So I'm going to go and harness up, and I'm going to go and attack some brambles.
Hey, well done. Triumph over disaster.
This job is absolutely brutal. It barely looks like I've done anything. It's all very well cutting these things at the roots, but when they're above your head and they collapse down onto you, it's not fun. Parmesan slices. Oh, you might want to get a spoon for that. A warm focaccia. It's actually quite dense, so it might be a bit...
Like Judy Dents. This isn't a traditional Italian lunch.
No.
It's cheese slice and some focaccia.
Are you enjoying the mowing?
Can't see where I've been so much now though. There's nowhere near as many long bits that stick up like there used to be, so I knew where to go back to. Because I get a bit bored of doing the same bit round and round, sometimes I just take a complete different direction.
The worst thing to do is a brush cutter.
So I wonder if there's anything that would do that better.
I know. It's really inefficient because you're just swinging it randomly. It cuts some bits, it doesn't cut other bits. And because they're too tall, you can cut down at the ground, but then you can't move any further because there's still bits coming from way back above. So you've got to either swing it above you, which is going to do it in, or cause, dangerous, or you have to maybe you need cutters as well, something. It's really hard.
That's the nice thing though, isn't it? Eating when you're hungry.
Yeah.
Rather than...
That is not good hummus.
I didn't mind it. I couldn't really taste it because I got the cheese on top. All class. Coca-Cola in a mug. Oh, I didn't tell you about the wine we bought, did I? You know the Reserva in the supermarket? How much did you pay?
€15.
So I've looked it up on on the wine app that I have, and its retail price in the UK is £28.62, and you paid €15, which is what, like £12, £11?
Yeah.
Look how neat you are compared to me. I just rip it. In life, it's normally the other way around.
Can you believe I fixed that?
No, actually, I didn't think I'd ever see that working again.
I know. I cannot believe after that spring debacle.
Now shut up and eat your focaccia with cheese slice and drink your mug of Coke.
Okay, I'm going to do a bit of pruning of the fig tree now. Firstly, I want to take this out, but I'll get the little chainsaw for that. I'm just going to remove some of the branches that are crossing. protection. Right, I tried to start pruning the olive trees, but it's so hard. They're not like the ones you watch in the videos. Yeah, really hard. But so I'm starting with this. We've got some nice firewood already. I'm removing dead wood at the moment. Big chunks of dead wood. Dead wood, branches that cross over, and then look for a good structure. I don't know whether this one should go. This is going to get in the way of work that's happening around the house, but I don't know. I guess we should stand back and have a look. I quite like it. Should we leave it for now? Let's leave it for now. I just want to take that dead top off, but I don't think I can do it with the chainsaw. It's too high. So let's get the cutter. Yeah, just cut that branch off. I think that's a bit more balanced. I'm back to the manual tool. I actually find this easier than the brush cutter. I don't think I'm using it right. But for now, I'm happy with this. We've run out of oil for the brush cutter anyway, so I'll get some more tomorrow. But for now, we carry on. What I like about these is when you come across a piece of bramble that sticks itself to you, you can get revenge and chop it up into 500 little pieces. So Stuart, how do you feel to be back?
It's really lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing. There's no place quite like this. It's really, really amazing.
So it looks like we're back just in time because all these trees behind us, I can see, have been freshly pruned. And so we're in time to do it. Up there is our neighbour's house. And we're just going to take a walk round. We're going to go to the bar.
The long way round.
The long way round, because I wanted to check out how they'd been pruning the olive trees. A glass of wine is calling from the village, so for now we'll leave it there and we'll see you again next weekend.